As we grow older, a hidden process begins in the body. Muscles in the legs lose strength, ligaments weaken, and coordination declines. The U.S. National Institutes of Health reports that over 40% of people over 65 experience a loss of mobility, and 1 in 5 becomes dependent on external help within a few years. Weak legs are not just about walking difficulties. They lead to falls, fractures, loss of independence, and a sharp decline in quality of life. The loss of leg strength often begins unnoticed. Heaviness when climbing stairs, instability when standing up, quick fatigue during walks. But if no action is taken in time, it can result in the inability to move without assistance. To learn which simple foods can help strengthen your legs and restore confidence in movement, be sure to watch this video until the end. And please support our channel with a like and subscription. It helps us share even more helpful tips for an active life. Leg problems often start unnoticed. After 60, the production of collagen and elastin decreases, muscles weaken, and joint function deteriorates. Even with regular activity, up to 1.5% of muscle mass is lost each year without specific training. Seniors notice that their legs tire more quickly, walking feels heavier, and balance becomes less stable. Many attribute this to aging and take no action. Yet here lies the main danger. Without support, leg muscles continue to weaken, ligaments lose elasticity, and joints become less mobile. The result is a 3 to 4 times higher risk of falls compared to active peers. Weak legs are not just a walking problem. Reduced muscle strength worsens blood circulation, increases the load on the heart, provokes swelling, and worsens varicose veins. Movement coordination deteriorates. Confidence when standing up, climbing stairs, or getting out of a car diminishes. According to the CDC, falls are the leading cause of injuries in people over 65. And hip fractures after falls lead to a complete loss of independence in 50% of cases. Over time, leg weakness affects overall health. Inactivity accelerates joint destruction, intensifies back pain, triggers the development of type 2 diabetes, and disrupts lung function. Blood circulation slows, brain oxygenation worsens, and the risk of stroke increases. Walking signals serious issues. With age, the sensitivity of nerve endings in the legs decreases. This reduces reaction speed, increases the risk of injury, and makes recovery after exertion more difficult. A simple trip on a flat surface or a slight push can result in serious trauma that may take months to heal, and sometimes full recovery never happens. The psychological effects are just as destructive. Fear of falling gradually limits movement, leads to avoiding walks, meetings with friends, and participation in community life. A vicious cycle arises. The less movement, the weaker the legs become, the greater the fear, and the faster weakness progresses. Many seniors start using canes or walkers, not because they physically cannot walk, but because they are afraid to fall. However, constant reliance on support only speeds up muscle weakening and further limits movement. It is important to remember, losing leg strength is not an inevitable part of aging. In most cases, this process can be stopped and even reversed if action is taken in time. The deterioration of leg health is not solely linked to aging. Major factors include poor nutrition, dehydration, deficiencies in vitamins and minerals, inactivity, and chronic diseases like arthritis and diabetes. All of these gradually damage the health of muscles, joints, and ligaments. But even if signs of weakness have already appeared, recovery is still possible. It is crucial to know which foods genuinely support leg health and help restore strength. Strengthening leg muscles after 60 requires not only physical activity, but also proper nutrition. Certain foods are especially beneficial for strengthening muscles, ligaments, and joints, including them in your daily diet. Help slow tissue breakdown, improve blood circulation, and accelerate recovery after physical exertion. The first food is salmon. Fatty fish is a powerful source of high-quality protein and omega-3 fatty acids. Protein is essential for building and repairing muscle tissue, while omega-3s reduce inflammation, improve vascular elasticity, and help saturate muscles with oxygen. Studies have shown that eating fish 2 to 3 times a week can reduce the risk of muscle weakness by 35%. Salmon is also rich in vitamin D, which helps absorb calcium and supports bone health. The second food is spinach. Leafy green vegetables are packed with magnesium, potassium, and vitamin K, all necessary for muscle and joint function. Magnesium regulates muscle contraction and relaxation, reducing the risk of cramps and fatigue. Potassium maintains fluid balance and enhances nerve impulse transmission. Vitamin K strengthens bones and helps prevent osteoporosis. Adding spinach to salads, omelets, or smoothies helps boost leg strength and endurance. The third food is walnuts. They are an excellent source of protein, healthy fats, vitamin E, and antioxidants. Vitamin E protects cells from oxidative stress, slowing down age-related muscle degeneration. Walnuts also support vascular health by improving blood flow to the muscles. Eating a small handful per day, about 20-30 grams, provides essential nutrients without excessive calories. The fourth food is buckwheat. It is one of the best plant-based sources of protein, iron, magnesium, and B vitamins. Iron is essential for transporting oxygen to muscles, while B vitamins enhance energy metabolism. Buckwheat helps maintain energy levels, restore strength after physical activity, strengthen muscles, and prevent the development of anemia, which often contributes to leg weakness. The fifth food is eggs. They contain easily digestible protein, vitamins D and B12, and choline. Protein is vital for muscle growth and repair. Vitamin B12 supports the health of the nervous system and improves coordination. Choline strengthens cell membranes and promotes tissue recovery. 1 to 2 eggs per day is the optimal amount to support health without overloading the body. These 5 foods help build a solid foundation for restoring leg strength. They saturate the body with essential amino acids, vitamins, and minerals, promote tissue regeneration, reduce inflammation, and improve overall well-being. However, it is important to remember, nutrition must be combined with moderate physical activity to achieve the best results. Physical exercise plays a key role in restoring leg strength after 60. The main rule is regularity and gradual progression. It is important to start with simple and safe movements that strengthen muscles, improve coordination, and enhance stability. One basic exercise is calf raises. Standing behind a chair, slowly rise onto your toes, hold at the top for 2-3 seconds, then lower down smoothly. Perform 10-15 repetitions 2 to 3 times a day. This exercise strengthens the calf muscles, improves circulation, and enhances walking stability. Another important exercise is squats with support. Stand in front of a chair with your feet shoulder-width apart. Slowly bend your knees as if about to sit down, then return to the starting position. Hold on to the chair for balance. Perform 10 to 12 squats at a slow pace. This strengthens the muscles of the thighs and glutes and improves knee joint stability. Balance exercises are also essential. Standing near a wall or chair, lift one leg and hold your balance for 10 to 15 seconds. Then switch legs. Gradually increase the holding time. These exercises strengthen stabilizing muscles, improve coordination, and reduce the risk of falls. Slow marching in place is another effective way to strengthen the legs. Lift your knees slightly higher than usual. Move slowly and consciously, keeping your back straight. March in place for 2 to 3 minutes in the morning and evening. This exercise activates major muscle groups, stimulates circulation, and builds endurance. Stretching after exercise plays an important role. Light forward bends with straight legs help stretch the hamstrings, relieving tension and improving flexibility. Side bends strengthen the core muscles that support posture and balance. Each stretch should be held for 10 to 15 seconds without bouncing. Walking is the foundation of physical activity for seniors. Start with walks lasting 10 to 15 minutes at a moderate pace. Gradually increase the duration to 30 to 40 minutes a day while monitoring your condition. Walking strengthens the heart, boosts metabolism, helps strengthen legs, and improves overall health. Swimming is an ideal type of exercise for recovery after 60. It trains muscles without overloading the joints, improves coordination, and builds endurance. Even 20-30 minutes of swimming twice a week significantly boosts overall tone and strengthens leg muscles. Beginner yoga also offers benefits. Simple stretching poses and balance exercises help strengthen deep muscles, improve flexibility, and enhance breathing. Regular practice improves body control, reduces stress levels, and supports overall recovery. It is important to remember, before starting any exercise program, it is necessary to consult a doctor, especially if there are chronic conditions. Exercise intensity should increase gradually, avoiding pain and overexertion. It is better to exercise for 15-20 minutes daily than to have long sessions occasionally. Even light but regular physical activity helps strengthen the legs, improve coordination, restore circulation, reduce the risk of falls, and boost confidence. Over time, muscles become stronger, walking steadier, and overall well-being improves significantly. On the path to restoring leg strength after 60, many people make typical mistakes that slow progress and increase the risk of injury. Understanding these mistakes helps avoid setbacks and achieve noticeable improvements faster. The first mistake is starting too fast. The desire to quickly regain former strength often leads to overload. Rapidly increasing walking time, performing complex exercises without preparation, or attempting to lift heavy weights can cause joint pain, muscle strains, and flare-ups of chronic conditions. After 60, the body needs gradual increases in load. It is better to start with the minimum and increase activity by 5 to 10% each week. The second mistake is lack of consistency. Many start exercising enthusiastically but quickly lose motivation. Irregular workouts do not allow muscles to strengthen properly. To restore strength, regularity is essential. At least 15-30 minutes of activity 5 days a week. Only steady effort leads to lasting results. The third mistake is neglecting balance and stretching. Some people focus only on strength exercises, forgetting the importance of balance and flexibility training. This increases the risk of falls and injuries. Balance and stretching exercises must be a mandatory part of any recovery program, especially after 60. The fourth mistake is poor nutrition. A lack of protein, vitamins, and minerals negates all efforts to strengthen muscles. Without building materials, muscles cannot grow and recover. Seniors must ensure they get enough protein from fish, eggs, poultry, legumes, and dairy products, and maintain adequate levels of vitamin D, calcium, magnesium, and B vitamins. The fifth mistake is ignoring the body's warning signs. Pain, severe fatigue, shortness of breath, and dizziness are important indicators that the load is too high or exercises are being done incorrectly. It is crucial to distinguish between normal post-exercise fatigue and alarming symptoms. If pain appears, the load should be reduced, and if there are doubts, it is necessary to consult a doctor. The sixth mistake is failing to adapt the program to age and health conditions. General advice suitable for young people may be unsafe for seniors. Exercises must account for arthritis, osteoporosis, cardiovascular diseases, and joint problems. A proper program must be individualized and consider the body's specific needs. The seventh mistake is quitting after the first setback. Some people, faced with discomfort or temporary worsening of well-being, completely stop exercising, but recovery requires time and patience. Initial difficulties are natural. The key is to continue gradually adapting to the load and not to give up after the first challenges. By avoiding these common mistakes, it is possible to significantly improve the effectiveness of leg recovery after 60, speed up muscle strengthening, reduce the risk of injuries, and enhance overall well-being. Physical inactivity after 60 becomes one of the main factors in the deterioration of leg health. After just 2 to 3 weeks without physical load, muscle fiber atrophy begins. Muscles lose volume, strength, and contraction speed. Even in relatively healthy individuals, a month without activity leads to up to 5% loss of leg muscle mass. After 6 months without active walking or exercise, bone density decreases, ligaments and tendons weaken, and balance deteriorates. Inactivity causes blood stagnation in leg veins, increasing the risk of thrombosis and swelling. According to the CDC, seniors leading a sedentary lifestyle have twice the risk of hip fractures and 3 times the risk of developing disability within 5 years. Without movement, blood supply to tissues worsens, joint inflammation intensifies, and oxygen delivery to muscles decreases. This creates conditions for accelerated cartilage destruction, loss of ligament elasticity, and joint deformation. A particular danger is the decline of coordination. Without regular movement, the nervous system loses the ability to precisely control leg movements. Reaction time increases, and balance is disrupted. Even a small unevenness on the road or a sudden body turn can lead to a fall and serious injury. Statistics show that seniors over 65 who reduce daily activity to fewer than 3,000 steps per day increase their risk of falls by 40% within just 1 year. Inactivity also disrupts the energy metabolism in muscle cells. The number of mitochondria, the energy stations of cells, decreases, leading to quick fatigue, even with minimal exertion. A person starts feeling exhausted after just a few minutes of walking, experiences shortness of breath, heaviness in the legs, and weakness. It creates a vicious cycle: less movement, more weakness, even less activity, even greater muscle and bone loss. The emotional consequences must not be underestimated either. Feelings of weakness, fear of falling, and avoiding walks increase anxiety and depression. The levels of happiness hormones, serotonin and dopamine, decline. This worsens sleep, reduces appetite, and diminishes motivation to move and care for oneself. As a result, inactivity becomes not just a physical, but also a psychological trap, making it harder to escape with each passing month. However, it is important to remember, even a small increase in activity brings a powerful effect. Increasing daily steps by just 1,000 reduces the risk of falls by 20%, and doing light exercises daily can restore leg strength within a few months. Certain chronic diseases significantly accelerate the weakening of the legs after 60. One major factor is type 2 diabetes. High blood sugar damages small blood vessels, worsens muscle nourishment, and reduces tissue elasticity. Diabetic neuropathy weakens leg sensitivity, increases the risk of falls, and slows recovery after injuries. High blood pressure also negatively affects legs. Constant high pressure damages blood vessel walls, worsens kidney blood supply, and speeds up vascular aging. As a result, muscles receive less oxygen and nutrients, fatigue faster, and lose strength. Arthritis, especially osteoarthritis of the knees and hips, is a common cause of mobility loss. Inflammation destroys joint cartilage, causes pain, and limits movement range. Due to pain, people move less, muscles around affected joints weaken, and coordination deteriorates. Osteoporosis leads to a decrease in bone density, making bones brittle and prone to fractures. Hip fractures are especially dangerous and often result in severe complications and loss of independence. In osteoporosis, it is crucial to combine proper nutrition, rich in calcium and vitamin D, with regular exercises to maintain muscle mass. Heart failure limits the heart's ability to effectively pump blood. Poor circulation reduces oxygen delivery to the leg muscles, causing rapid fatigue, swelling, and heaviness. Even minimal physical effort becomes a major challenge for someone with impaired heart function. Chronic lung diseases such as COPD or emphysema disrupt blood oxygenation. This leads to muscle weakness, reduced endurance, and shortness of breath, even with moderate activity. The leg muscles suffer first, as they require a large amount of oxygen to function properly. It is important to understand, having chronic illnesses is not a final verdict. Proper treatment, careful health monitoring, individually tailored exercise, and good nutrition can slow down destructive processes and help restore strength even with serious diagnoses. The loss of leg strength does not happen overnight. It starts with slight fatigue while walking, minor instability when climbing stairs, heaviness after an ordinary walk. But if these signs are ignored, even simple movements will become a struggle within a few years. Aging does not spare those who stay inactive. Muscles weaken, joints lose mobility, coordination deteriorates. Without active steps toward health, leg weakness becomes an irreversible process. Each day lived without movement, without proper nutrition, without self-care slowly but steadily destroys the body's capabilities. A walk in the park turns into hard labor, and soon, even that becomes impossible. It becomes hard to get out of bed, hard to bend down for a dropped object, hard to maintain a sense of confidence. The loss of leg strength robs not only physical ability, but also independence, joy of communication, and freedom of choice. But as long as there is still the ability to move, as long as your legs can carry you forward, everything can be changed. Small actions today lay the foundation for tomorrow's health. Strong legs are not a luxury. They are a necessity for a long and active life. Every step taken now brings you closer to a future without pain, falls, and helplessness. Do not postpone self-care. Start strengthening your body today with proper nutrition, gentle exercises, and attention to your health. You will see how confidence in your movements, the joy of walks, and the lightness in your body return day by day. If staying active, independent, and joyful is important to you, don't leave it for later. Support this video with a like. It will help not only you, but also others who need encouragement right now. Subscribe to the channel. Here we talk about the most important things for maintaining health after 60. And be sure to share in the comments which habits help you feel better. Your experience could become the advice that changes someone's life for the better. As long as you have the power to act, act.